This is Serenity Leisure's video for this 2008 58 Burstner Argos 747, recently arrived with us, May 2020. And there's a lot of photographs of this camper already on our advertisement, a lot of editorial, but this is a sort of real life video, and people, who, especially those coming from a long way away, find these very helpful. So this is a very high-end motorhome, lots and lots of money when they're new, and hence the reason why they're still very high price second-hand. This particular one is a 20,000 miler and has not been used for any form of motorsport. So it is a particularly nice one. Okay, so this is just under 9 meters long. It's on the Alco 5-ton chassis, obviously tag axle motorhome. If there's any markings or anything to the motorhome, this gives us a good opportunity to point them out. But this camper has got a couple of small pimple marks. I will show you those. But it's been very highly polished, so it's extremely shiny. This is what people really love about these 747s, are these great big garages that they have. There you go. It's a nice clean one, not scuffed on the sides. As I said, as so many of them get used for sort of motocross or other sports, and the garages do tend to get a bit trashed. But this one doesn't have any signs of that at all. So as you can see, double door opening, which is very handy. Back end, it's got the bike rack on it, which is unusual because most of them don't have bike racks, because the bicycles obviously can go in the back. Reversing camera up the top there. Bumpers are nice, as in not scuffed or cracked. Toilet cassette opening is on this side, along with plenty of locker space. These are just big underfloor storage lockers. So this is a fully winterized motorhome, so you could take it skiing if you want, and it won't freeze up. There's a false floor in there. There's a very small pimple mark here. That is about it on this side. Nothing else. Cab is very good. No chips in our windscreen, or certainly no cracks. Highly polished on the front end as well. I've had several of these over the years. They don't come along that often because people sort of tend to keep them, but I know from past experience they are extremely popular. There's another great big storage locker there. Outside aerial point, and then a small pimple mark here. As I said, this is being very picky, but best that you know. That awning is electric. Excuse me. That awning is electric, operated from inside the motorhome. An expensive option. I've never seen one of these with an electric awning on them before now, but this camper does have some nice spec on it. So to the interior. Right, first things first. Cab, got a 3-litre, 160 brake horsepower engine. Alcantara seats, Alcantara finished seats, both of those absolutely spotless. It has cab air conditioning, reversing camera, Remis blinds. I'll tell you one of the really good things about this camper that I particularly like is from experience, because I've taken 747s before skiing into the Alps, and if you're driving through the night, this door here comes across and then encloses the cab completely, so you're in your own little space there, just left alone. Perfect. Right, big bed up here, huge, with obviously the skylight letting in plenty of light without stating the obvious. This does go up like so, and then obviously that just gives you more headroom into the lounge area for sort of daytime use. 6 belted seat belts, forward facing and rear facing seats. Again, condition of this interior and the long bench seat here is very, very good. These seats actually semi-recline on this side as well. And that's the through shot. Good size galley. Utilities, again, you can see, you've seen pictures of these. They are, it is pretty much spotless, which has got signs of use, but very little. Lots and lots of, obviously, storage. There's a 12-volt television in there. Extractor fan, etc. Lots more storage underneath. These seats have some storage under them as well, incidentally. No markings to the tabletop. No markings to any of the work tops in the kitchen. No indentations at all. It's got, as well as the electric awning, it has, it's in the spec sheet, spec list anyway, but it's got habitation air conditioning option and the Maxview automatic satellite system. So that's activated from this little box here. Fully remote control, self-seeking satellite. Nice option to have. A large fridge freezer. Microwave oven, that's an option on it. So the door here in this bathroom comes back like so and then shuts this whole area off, so that gives privacy of an ensuite, good for a changing room. Back into the bedroom. You've got a memory foam mattress that is in very nice condition as well. 2 windows, another TV. Shower tray, no cracks, no splits. Plastics are excellent. And there's your hab aircon. That's an electric flush Tepid toilet. Blinds obviously on that window and fly screens. Give us some privacy. But it's plenty of space in here. I mean, I'm 6'1" and I've got probably 7 or 8 inches of further headroom above my head when I'm stood in that bathroom. This is book pack. It's 2020 service sheet as it's had its habitation service done. Satellite receiver, Aldi heating all the way through, so that's the central heating system. That's the remote control for the air conditioning. Central heating system, it works just like our boilers at home, or very similar anyway. Water heats up in the boiler and it has a pump which is in that cupboard, as I just showed you, which pumps all the hot water around through a series of radiators. There we go. So altogether, probably one of the nicest examples of a 2008 747 you're going to come across, as I said, with particularly good specification and very, very low mileage. And that is totally reflected by its overall condition. Okay, that completes Serenity Leisure's video for this 2008 Burstner 747, currently for sale.